includes when, what, where, and most importantly, in my opinion, who. It is prepared in what we call a scroll list format. It is arranged in a table and is displayed in columns. Here, let's take a look at an example. Very simple layout here. And you can add your headings of when does this particular activity need to take place? What activity needs to take place? Where this activity needs to take place? And again, what I feel is most important is who is responsible for taking care of this activity. So here's an example. Imagine you're planning a simple meeting, business meeting. When? Let's say it begins at 9. So what needs to happen right before that? Let's say at 8:30. Okay, something needs to happen at 8:30. What needs to happen at 8:30? Notepads and ink pens need to be placed at every place setting. Where? In meeting room A. And who? Who is responsible for placing those notepads and ink pens in room A at 8:30? Is it a particular department or is it an individual? Be as specific as you possibly can be. Depending on how complex your event is, or if it is a mega event like a Super Bowl halftime show or the PGA golf tournament, your production schedule could be dozens of pages long, if not hundreds of pages long. Here is where technology comes into play. There are software programs available that will help you organize your production schedule. Now, these programs may be pretty expensive, but you can use something as simple as Microsoft Excel. The key is you want to select a program that will allow you to sort your columns or your headings like we have here. You want to be able to print out a version specifically for your food and beverage vendor, or you want to be able to print out a copy specifically for someone on your event team. There needs to be the ability or the capability to customize your production schedule. So here comes the truly challenging piece, and that is what activities need to go on your production schedule. You want to practice what we call reverse planning, and this is done to achieve a really realistic schedule. So let's go back to our simple business meeting that begins at 9 o'clock. We know that at 8:30 we need to place the notepads and ink pens there. But what needs to happen at 8? What needs to happen at 7:45? What needs to happen at 6 that morning? So start with the time of your event and then work your way backwards. And again, that's called reverse planning. And it's done to really achieve a realistic schedule for your event. Once your production schedule is completed, be sure to distribute it to all of your stakeholders. This could be the caterer, this could be someone on your event team, it could be the DJ. Think about everybody who really needs to have access or have a copy of this. So now imagine it is the day of your event. It is total chaos. People are running everywhere asking you what it is that they need to do in order to make this event come about. Remind them about the production schedule that you've given them. And hopefully it'll run a whole lot smoother than if you didn't have the production schedule. So thanks for listening to our lesson spotlight, the production schedule. Keep in mind that this is a very valuable tool for any event planner. Thanks, everyone.